Hello and welcome everyone. Today I am Ernestina, the founder of Share. For the ones not familiar with me, Share is a consortium focused on sustainable holistic properties worldwide, dedicated to travel advisors whose clients seek more than just the getaway, but they rather look at investing in their own well-being. We just give it a few minutes to wait for some more travel designers joining us. So thank you for your understanding. So welcome everyone again. Today we're joined by Pamaya, the House of AIA, an award-winning wellness destination located on Mexico's Riviera Maya, a beautiful place. Here guests are invited to explore nourishment, movement, sound, mindfulness, and additional restorative practices at their own pace, without being enrolled in specific programs, which allows for a much more intuitive experience. Benjamin Rios, the sales manager of the property, will share more about this unique concept, which definitely goes against any other property we have seen so far, supported by head chef Charlie, who is a pioneer in introducing a cuisine around seasonal organic ingredients, banning refined sugars, seed oils, focusing instead on pure flavors that nourish the microbiome, which is the gut bacteria so essential for healthy living. You see connected on the call Chef Carlos Carrion, Charlie for the friends, and joining them we also have Kerry Bartholomew, who is the main contact for the ones of you out of the UK and the EU zone. Before we hand over to our panelists, I want to share a few details on the event flow. So the presentation will last approximately 25 minutes, during which you can submit your questions in the chat box, and they will be addressed all at the end. A link for Q&A, hotel information, the program details, and the PowerPoint presentation you're seeing today will be shared in the chat and via email tomorrow. Please check your spam folder, as sometimes involuntarily ends up there. You also receive a survey to help us improve our webinar's quality. Please take a little bit of your time to go through it. It only takes 1 minute, and a quiz on key topics from the webinar. Correct answer will enter you for a chance to win a complimentary all-inclusive 2-night stay. We have the pleasure of introducing Pamaya, the House of AIA in Mexico. We'll begin with a 1-minute video to give you a glimpse of this extraordinary resort. Following the video, I'll hand over to Benjamin, the luxury sales manager, who will take you through a short presentation and share what makes Pamaya, the House of AIA, such a unique well-being destination. Benjamin, please, over to you. Take us to Pamaya, the House of AIA in lovely Mexico.
Thank you, Ernestina, and thank you everyone for being here. This is so lovely. I truly appreciate your time and willingness to be here with us. So I'm very happy to start sharing and talking a little bit more regarding this outstanding property, which certainly will give you a different point of view regarding what actually means to take you on vacation whenever it comes to wellness, but most importantly, whenever it comes to taking care of yourself and looking for different kind of experiences that will come with different senses and different feelings and emotions. So with that being said, I just want to start scrolling down the presentation, and I will start sharing a little bit more regarding this property, which is a groundworking wellness concept where nourishment, movement, sound, and spirit unite to inspire transformation and reconnection. These two last words, transformation and reconnection, it's something that we're going to be looking at during the presentation, and you are going to be feeling part of it. And that's the main purpose of everything that we are doing over here at Palmaya, to transform and to reconnect. And this is something that is going to be very unique, very different, that it's combined with the purpose and the only purpose to enhance your way of living. And just before we jump right into the presentation, I would love to share a little bit about our location in case you are not familiar with the area or Mexico in general. We are located at the Riviera Maya, just a little bit outside Playa del Carmen downtown, which would be 45 minutes, an hour top from Cancun International Airport. So it is a pretty easy drive. You will land into Cancun Airport and then you will come down south, which make it perfect. And still, even though that we are not right over there in the downtown area, it's still the proximity that we have to the property and everything and the space that we have in the area allow us to have the connection right over there to all of the spaces and areas that we have in nearby the property. So this is something that is very important because our customers, they don't feel that they are like secluded away from everything, but still they will have that isolation within the property. They will be on a space that has been created just to make you feel that you are being taken away from this world, but it's still very close to everything. Now, jumping into a little bit of the layout of the property and the structure and the design and just everything that we have around, there are so many different little points and the spaces that we can see right over there on the map, and we will go into each one by one. You will have this presentation, of course, and you can take a deeper look at that later. But one of the things that I love to highlight the most, it's the way the property is being distributed or has been created. Why? Basically, everything will remain on one same strip, one same line. It's just one way in, one way out. Our customers, they won't have to get lost between 25 to 40 different roads just to get from point A to point B. It's a very simple path, very simple way. And all of our rooms and the towers that you see, the numbers from number 2 all the way down to the 7, those are our suites, our towers, and our rooms that are completely facing towards the ocean. There is nothing looking towards or looking back at the end of the jungle or the mangrove. It's not that it's just going to our guests, they will have to do like a 25-minute walk just to get down to the beach. It's a pretty easy walk, less than 2 minutes, and they will be arriving, they will be getting to our shore, which they can enjoy almost a mile of white sand beach, which is just phenomenal for our guests. So the restaurant, the spaces, and everything that we have around the property, it comes with a purpose, and we would talk to you and take you to each one of these and show you a little bit more about everything that we are doing on property. And this is something that I want to put on the spot as well. There will be different venues and spaces that we will use for our activities. Now, across the hotel, once we talk about the property now, it's important to start talking about what we are doing, what is Palmaya, and we love to say it, and this is our motto, that we are consciously evolving the culture of wellness. Why is that? Because this concept and everything that we have created is not going to come on a prescribed agenda, is not going to come on an itinerary or with something that is just going to add more stress into your vacation because you have to do something. For us, wellness, it's part of everything that we are doing, that it comes from right on the moment that you're entering through the gate and just right at the moment that you are to the moment that you are checking out from the property. So everything will have to come with the same experience where there will be no added stress and where you're going to be able to participate as much as you want or as little as you desire. Wellness, it comes with a balance. It's not a regime. It's not going to be a clinical. It's not going to be something that we're going to impose you. So we want to share these platforms. We want to share these tools and experiences that are going to enrich your way of living. That's something that you can do on property, and certainly you can take home with you, and you can spread out the word, and that is something really important for us. Now, the core, the soul, and everything that we are doing, we can summarize it into our AIA Wellness experience, which it is composed by 4 different pillars. The first one, that is the nourishing environment. We have the portals of practice, the rituals of sound, and the Restorative Temple. So the AIA Wellness is basically our holistic offering that comes with different experiences, pathways, and different things that we have come to we have come to realization that it will allow us to deliberate a more consciously transformation and more options for our customers that are looking to have just that reset on property. And even though that they might not be looking it, they will find it. We love to say that at Palmaya and experience it, everything that we have, it will find you where you at. So it doesn't matter how expert you are or how rookie you are into doing something related to the wellness, there is always something for you, and we will be making sure that you have all these experiences. Now, let's start jumping into the first pillar, that is the nourishing environment, and that's one of the reasons why we have over here on property and the presentation as well. We have our chef Charlie, who will be taking the lead over here, and I would love for him to tell you more about everything that we're doing because it's just phenomenal.
Hey everyone, so nice to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. Thank you, Benjamin, for this great introduction. My name is Charlie Garcia, Carlos Carrion, and I'm honored to call myself the executive chef of this beautiful property called Palmaya. I have been a chef for plus 20 years, and I specialize in wellness cooking and microbiotic cooking. Why is this relative and important? Because one of our pillars, like it was just mentioned, it has to do with the microbiome. It is an ecosystem within your digestive system that needs to be in balance. Why? Because your gut, your stomach, your whole axis of digestion is the second brain in your body. And it is responsible for most of the process that keep yourself in balance and that allow you to have a better health, sort of speaking. Why do I mention this? Because our focus when it comes to food, before we go into all the venues and the proposition we have, is about making our food healthy, balanced, and loaded with probiotics and prebiotics, which are the ones responsible for your balance and to allow your system to work properly. It's like putting the right fuel into the right engine. So the way we do that is through several statements and ways of doing. Number one, before we even consider having a dish added to any of our menus, before we even consider creating something new, we analyze if what we are creating makes sense in a nutritional way. If it's well balanced between carbs, proteins, fiber, if it contains enough vitamins, minerals in a well balanced way. That's our first approach. If we met that mark and if we check on that little subject, then we move into the creative aspect of it. How do we make it look pretty? How do we make it look astonishing, colorful? And by doing so, we obviously need to take care of the aspect of the sustainability. So we work with mostly local producers, mostly organic products, and the ones that don't have the organic label will come from organic practices, because for us, that is the most important thing. We truly believe that food is a vessel of energy. And that is the third aspect that we consider. We have checked the fact that it's nutritional. We have checked the fact that it comes from a great source. And now we understand that it's very important that our crew members and the whole team has the right mindset while cooking. Because if you extra load a dish with love and care, the result is outstanding. That being said, it is obvious that a resort of this level requires high level cooking. So we go from simple, delicious, nourishing food to very sophisticated, high-end, trendy food. And we lay it out in different proposals. First one, it's called LEC. LEC, it's defined as an elevated Mexican cuisine with ancestral soul, because we go deep into the roots of pre-Hispanic culture, and we dig into the techniques that were used by our ancestors in order to produce awesome food. Then we have Ume, which is our Asian-inspired restaurant. There we graph the ancient wisdom of the Orient, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Asian-inspired in general. We use awesome products, first quality top fishes that we include into our diet, which is mostly 80-20. What does this means? It means that as a differentiator between any other properties that you might found, all of our menus, vibe base, are 100% plant-based. Everything is made with plants. But the way we play around with that so that we can be inclusive to everyone is that you have the possibility to add on or swap for any ingredient on certain dishes for animal protein or protein sources from animal practices, like cheese, for example, right? So let's say that in Ume, for example, which is the one we're talking about, you want to order omakase, which is pretty much whatever the chef wants to serve you in a very beautiful, presented way. Instead of going plant-based with your omakase, you can add on first quality, grade A Pacific tuna, bluefin tuna or yellowfin tuna, or you can add uni or whatever protein we have available, because again, we work with fresh ingredients. So the availability is different every night. So that is our system, 80-20, plant-based at its base. And then you can add on or swap for proteins as you see fit in order for you to be able to include everyone. Because again, Palmaya meets you where you're at. We make no judgments. We want everyone to enjoy. And you need to be open to be inclusive to everyone's needs, right? So you get to choose to be fully plant-based and super wellness for 4 days, but then there's one night you want to have steak and you want to have some, I don't know, baked potatoes. We can totally do that. But then next day you want to do a detox and just do raw food. We can also do that. So we meet you where you're at. That's very important. Then continuing with the proposals, we also have Mar de Olivo, which is our Mediterranean take on wellness food. We are inspired mostly by Italy, but we've used a lot of Mediterranean ingredients as well. We do fresh pasta every night. We use high quality flour for it, 00, which is the best one there is right now. And it is a beautiful place with very authentic ingredients. We focus on the quality of olive oil, on the quality of the pasta, on the quality of the cheese when it's used, and organic ingredients. And then we have Su Casa, which is my personal favorite. Su Casa is this place where you can find comfort food that will make your heart be warm by looking at the ocean, by enjoying with your family, by having an awesome breakfast, a delicious lunch, or a sophisticated Indian dinner. You can have it all. So pretty much the way we compose our propositions is through conventional fun dining plus exotic and high-end fine dining. So the ones we just mentioned will be the specialty restaurants, which is the ones that are usually open during nighttime. And those are the specialty ones. But we also understand that during your journey, you're not always feeling like being super, sophisticated. You just want something to chill, some little place to sit and enjoy some awesome meal while having a relaxed day. And we've also created venues for that. We have Plantisa, which is our deli coffee shop where we are 100% plant-based. Every pastry, every dessert, every power shot, smoothie bowl, and all the delicious and nourishing items that we have are 100% plant-based, while sitting at a very well curated space with a lot of beautiful details on deco, very chill vibe. The color palette is very light for you to feel relaxed, and is one of our favorites as well. Then we have Charlie's Vegan Tacos, and that is a very chilled, easygoing food truck laid on the beach. We call it barefoot luxury because you literally just go there barefooted, sit on one of the tables, enjoy a few tacos, no pretensions, drink yourself some kombucha, have a great time, and then move on to whatever you feel like doing, whether that is go to the beach or take your the classes of the Architects of Life, whatever you feel like doing. It's a free spot, and it's very, very delicious. Then we have a few other things, because we also understand that sometimes you feel indulgent, and we have an awesome mixology proposition for our guests, which again, the system works just like in food. We have ourselves some mocktails, which is the base of any cocktail. They're non-alcoholic, but very well curated, very well thought, very creative, with obviously local ingredients, a lot of beautiful flavor combinations, and inspirational during seasons. And you get to add on whatever spirit you feel like having. And out of those, we have the premium quality. You name it. All the spirits that are available in our country, they're becoming super popular. We have them all, and out of the best sources possible. So this is pretty much Nourishing Biome, the pillar that it is responsible for your gut health. And we take our commitment very, very seriously. We, again, believe that food and beverages are vessels of energy, and we do our very best effort to provide our guests with an outstanding experience. But most importantly, we are proud to understand that we prepare things with love, and that love, you can feel it when you try our food and when you try our drinks. So nice to meet you, everyone. Hope you get to visit us at some point, and it's been a true honor. I believe we can move to the next pillar, which is about to be explained.
The portals of practice. This is a phenomenal way to combine the nourishing environment as well too. These two pillars actually are among my favorites. The nourishing, as Charlie was explaining to all of us, It's just something that has been created from zero, and this is something that is worth to mention, that it has come from Charlie's mind, from all the things and all the experience that he has gathered from all the years. And I can tell you, I personally, I love to try everything that we have on property, not just because, of course, it's part of my job, but because it is amazing. The flavors, the textures, the colors, everything is just like it's something out of this world, and you don't get to believe what you are eating, or the source that is coming from. So that excitement and that amazing experience that you are going to have on property, that is going to be done right on the table, it could be, you could add a little bit more extra into that experience, which is where the portals of practice will do and will play his role. The portals of practice is basically our holistic program, and we are so proud of everything that we have crafted and we have created, because when we talk about wellness, sometimes outside Palmaya, of course, when you talk about wellness, it means that you will have only access to a few classes, or you will have access to the same thing every day, which normally would be a sound healing or a yoga. But for us, our customers, they will have access to more than 50 weekly classes. So it would be an average between 7 to 8 classes per day. Keep in mind, everything that we are talking over here right now, it comes part of the all-inclusive program that we have on property. So we are all-inclusive hotel, all-inclusive resort, the all the culinary experiences, the activities, and everything else that we keep talking, it's going to be part of this experience. So that's why it's really important to highlight this, because we don't want that our customers to feel that they need to pay everything extra, or they need to pay everything in advance, or they need to pre-book or need to reserve. This is something, and especially the activities, this is something that they just need to show up. They just need to get to the spaces where we're going to be doing the activities, and they can join. So there is no rush. There is no pressure about signing up to all of these classes. You can do it or you cannot, and you can go by the beach and enjoy a beautiful mocktail and just jump into the ocean. But if you want to be part of all these experiences, you can do that. And we will go, of course, not just from yoga and meditation, but we will go from cacao ceremony to forgiveness ceremonies, like sacred frequencies, quantum constellations, club bells. We will do meditation in our plunge pool. You will have different type of sound healing. So that's something that is very, very diverse. Our customers, they will feel that they will be aligning to each one of these experiences by the purpose that is coming to them. Everything that they want to achieve on property, it could be done, and we will be here. We will have our team and our coaches and our practitioners leading and taking them into this journey. Is because it's not just that the customers, they will be thrown at the activities and they will have to figure it out all the things by themselves. No, we will be guiding them, we will be teaching them, we will be showing them the ways and everything that they should know or used to be aware of, in order to actually and to truly feel all of these experiences part of their own. And I will just keep scrolling between these slides, because this is something that I love to share all the time, that are all our venues that we have on property. Either we will be indoors, you will be doing some different type of meditation, or we will go right over by the shore, or we will be right in the middle of the jungle, or we will be right in the between the jungle and the ocean, or you will be over a cenote, or you will be by the ocean on the tent. We even have a small studio over mushroom that is a beautiful structure that just come, and it's made out of wood, and it's just something really amazing, that all these beautiful spots that our customers, they can use, and they can make they can make them feel that they are going to be immersed into different experiences. And for those that are attending the webinar as well too, that are or might be looking for different group experiences as well, we certainly specialize on group retreats and different type of incentive programs that we can certainly specialize and craft all the agenda and itinerary that they will be also, of course, being part of everything that we are doing and trying to have that combination within the hotel. We are expanding our spaces. We are doing more. We're trying to gather more attraction from that end as well, too, from that side, the group side, which is amazing. And that's something that we do perfectly. Now, the third pillar that we have in our experience is the rituals of sound. And this is something that started happening, especially during the evenings at our beach club, which is called Eolo. So the rituals of sound is music as a universal form of healing. Why? Because we truly believe that the frequencies, the vibrations, and all the sounds that are coming down to us are going to have a different impact. And this journey or these gatherings that we will be doing at Eolo will come with the mere purpose of making you feel that you are being taken into a tone that is going to set a different mood. It's going to be calm, it's going to be relaxing, it's going to kind of like make you feel that you are getting ready to go to bed, because we don't want to make you feel like kind of like with some disruption at the end of your day. We don't want to throw away like a big party or big concert on something that is going to be loud and people screaming. We don't want to have that experience appropriate. Instead, we want to have a experience that are going to make you feel that you are all right. You are completely relaxed. You are going to be doing that grounding, because we invite our customers just to be barefoot, because certainly you will have full the ocean and all the shore and the sand right over there that you can be part of it. And the last pillar that is very important, that will kind of fill up the whole experience that we have, it's the Restorative Temple, which is in our case our Atlantis spa. And this spa and everything that we have created at Palmaya, it's something that is going to be completely different. And I love to share a little bit more. I would love to share a little bit more about everything that we're doing, especially because everything that we have at our spa has come with a different purpose. Why? Because normally, or instead of having your typical spa experience that it will come with the, let's say, just for say something, you will have the hydrotherapy circuit, which normally you will go into the hot plunge pool, and then the cold plunge pool, the steam room, sauna. We actually change the game. We try to show something different for our customers, and that's actually where, instead of call it hydrotherapy circuit, we will call it ancestral circuit, which is something a little bit more different, because at the spa we will have our cenotes. So the experience, this journey will start for our customers, this pre-stage before going into their actual massage or treatments. We will start the experience with a ceremony done at our by our Temazcal team. There's going to be a cleanse, and we will have that experience. It's going to be lasting 15, 20 minutes experience. Then we will take our customers into all 4 our cenotes that we have at our spa. And of course, they will be not just relaxing, but enjoying these ancestral waters, because these spaces and everything that we have created, certainly have been here for many, many, many years, and it's something really important and unique that we have at the hotel. Once they conclude the circuit at our cenotes, then they can complete the spa circuit session with a biocharge session as well too. So there is no steam room, there is no sauna, because we want to make our spa feel not just unique, but using everything that we have within our environment. That in this case is the nature. That is one of the most amazing experiences that everyone can actually have on the hotel. Now, and I will just keep going in between the last slides of the presentation. As I was mentioning at the very beginning of the webinar, all of our rooms are facing towards the ocean. And this is something really important, because so our customers, 85% of our room inventory basically will be ocean view. And so this is something really important to understand. We will have all suite product. There are no like standard room or like entry level. So it's an all suite, and we will have different combination. And I won't talk deeply through all of this, but just wanted to mention that we will have, of course, rooms and suites that will be able to accommodate up to 4 customers, or you will have, of course, the king option, even the swim outs that are actually some of my favorite suites on property as well too, that will just allow you to go right into the pool areas that we have. So also for families, they want to be together in one of our suites. We will have these amazing categories that it will be the family king suite. You will have the king, the double bunk bed, and still it would be a phenomenal view towards either the ocean or the greenery that we have right in front. But you will be opening the balcony, and certainly you will hear the waves crashing down the shore, which will make it very, very unique. So the style of the rooms, that freshness, allowing our guests to feel on a warm experience or just a warm sense of place, that's something that we want to achieve at all of our suites. And this is the front view for all of our suites and all of our buildings. And this is something that I love to share all the time because it gives you perspective. Even though that we have certainly the rooms facing, literally having a panoramic view of the ocean, it would be a 1 to 2 minute walk from the top room all the way down to the shore, and then you will be able to jump into the ocean. There are 4 main pools plus 2 additional plunge pools on properties, which make it perfect because not everyone they want to be in one single spot. They want to be spread out, and the property feels very calm, very spacious, and allows our customers to have their own space, their own intimacy, and not to feel that they are going to be always crowded, because that's not our purpose. We want to make our customers feel that they are going into this transformation. And of course, we're going to allow them to have that on property by providing all the tools and, most importantly, all the platforms. Now, before we wrap up the presentation, I would love to share, of course, not just my full name and email address for in case you need any additional information. Also, Oscar Quijano, our Director of Luxury Sales. We are both based on property, which is something that we cannot complain at all. So anything that you need from us, any question, any information, anything extra, certainly we are going to be here for you, and we are going to be able to share a little bit more. Also, just to mention as well, this is something really important. We are part of all the major consortia programs across the globe. We are part of Virtuoso, Serendipia, Signature, Internova as well too. We are also within Fine Hotels and Resorts, and this is something that you should be taking advantage of, since we are looking to have or to share all these experiences with all of our guests across the globe as well too. With that being said, I would just love to thank you for your time and everything that we have been talking as of right now. Please, anything that you need from us, we are here for you, and we are going to be able to share more. Thank you.
Thank you, Benjamin. I have to apologize to everybody because today, as per the Murphy law, something happened with my video, so you can't probably see me. Kerry, would you like to add on any other relevant information to what Benjamin has just shared with us?
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you for that. And for those of you that are based in the UK and Europe, I know many of you already, but I'm Kerry from Clear Marketing. We're the UK representatives for the property. So we're on hand to help you secure any bookings. We can give you details of which B2B operators we're bookable through. And Benjamin has already shared the special offer, messaging, and all of the assets that you need will be in the follow-up. But please feel free to message me where I'm on the same time zone as you if you need any help, and we're here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kerry. You will soon see the special offer in our chat box. So please feel free to copy and paste and keep with you. But as Kerry mentioned, will also be in the follow-up you will be receiving tomorrow. And let's start with reading you many questions. So first of all, thanks, Wedding, saying thank you, looks incredible. We had a very first question from Zanna asking what kind of meal you offer, but I believe Chef Charlie went extensively through it. Chef Charlie, would you like to add on anything else? Well, in a
Um,
summary, what kind of meal do you offer? Just if you had to wrap up.
Yes, of course. I would say healthy meals, thoughtful meals, made with love, with fresh ingredients, and with a lot of great intention and technique.
Amazing, thank you. From Leslie, is there any age limit for younger guests?
Yes, actually,
Petra.
that's a good question because starting on November 1st, our property only will welcome kids above 10 years old. So now, if there is anyone looking for traveling, let's say right now in September or even August, they can travel with kids above 4 years old, between 4 and 10. But starting November 1st, only kids above 10 years old.
Thank you. So, next question, which is directly linked to this, what types of travelers would you say Pamaya is best suited for?
Great. This is an amazing question. There are, we cannot say that the property will specialize in all the travelers, but there is always something for everyone. However, as of now, most of our customers that we are looking coming down to the property, they will be from solo travelers to couples or girls getaways. So we will have a lot of girlfriends coming down. They will be doing a lot of also baby moon coming down to the property. You will have this mom-daughter duo that they are looking to do a special celebration on the resort, or you will have these people that are a little bit I can tell you like it's kind of like burnt out, that they are overstressed, that they are looking for that reset and that space that are allowed them to completely disconnect from everything. Of course, that they are fully aware of the journey that we are going to be taking them, most importantly because of the wellness experience, the culinary experience, and everything that we're doing. So that's something that we are looking at Palmaya for those people that are those seekers that are for transformation, for reset, and just to have not, I don't want to say a detox per se, because that's something that we do basically every day over here, but most importantly for transformation.
Amazing. So we could say you cater to leisure guests as well as guests wanting to approach wellness for the first time rather than go deeper. There is another question linked to this. Do you have an
Mhm.
adults only or family dedicated area?
Yes, actually, within the property, there would be one of our buildings that are it's and section pools, one of our suites building pool and beach section that is going to be fully adults only.
Amazing. From Petra, our digital detox stays possible with you, as you mentioned it before.
Actually, yes. When let's if you we are talking about digital detox when like kind of like nomadic people just passing by the hotel and just trying to or like looking to work from somewhere, but and they want to be on property. That's something that we actually have. Among within the property, there are a few. Let's say we come very creative and we have had different kind of requests for people that are staying down more than 20 days on property, that they say, hey, I need a desk on my suite just to because I need to work. All right, we'll put hands on deck and we will make it happen. So you will have a desk on one of our suites and you will be able to work. But certainly we will invite them to work at Plantisa, which is, as Charlie was mentioning, our daily cafe, that actually that's where most of the time you will be looking and you will be seeing all these people working from here. So that's something that we have a lot as well too.
Well, I know loads of people who would love to work from Plantisa and have a staycation by you. Definitely best staycation ever. One more very nice question. What are all the amenities you include in a stay?
There is a different list, and this is something that we can share as well with you, because if we talk through all of the amenities, the most important is I would love to highlight in those terms. Of course, it would be all the culinary experience and the portals of practice, which is all our activities, but also on property, our customers, they will have access to in-suite dining, which will be 24 hours. They will have, of course, not your typical minibar, but they will have a minibar that is going to be placed with different kind of beverage that are certainly going to be wellness related. That is something that we refill every day. All of our customers that are going to have turn down service on property every day, or sorry, every night. Our customers also, they will have access to all the different bike stations on property. They can just certainly grab a bike and move around the hotel. Our customers as well too, they will have access, of course, to all the beds and the sun beds that we have by the shore or by the pool areas. There is no need for paying anything extra or like additional fee or to pre-book. They can just show up and they will be able to use all the amenities and the spaces that we have for our guests.
Plus, and if I may add, we've also have a beautiful program of small amenities that got sent to the room every day. Three of them had to do with culinary proposals, either treats, desserts, amuse-bouche, or little bites, and four of them have to do with other areas of the resort, like spa, for example. So plus all the amenities that he mentioned, we've also sent little details throughout the day, every single day.
Thank you, Chef Charlie. We have quite a few additional questions, Benjamin.
Yes, of course.
So if we can maybe try to go through them all, wrapping up the key topics. Can guests book
Yeah.
classes before arrival date?
We don't highly recommend it, because some our classes, even though that they do not change, there is always something different, weather conditions, different situations that we need to handle something. What we can do, actually, and what we normally do, we can share before the arrival day, like the upcoming classes or the schedule that we have on place. We will be careful, just because at the end of the day, we love as our classes, they cannot be pre-booked. We don't want to have, let's say, a misunderstanding with our customers. What we'll advise is that through our pre-arrival contact, that actually he's on property, of course, and he will reach out to all of our customers before the arrival to set up and to help with, in case they have they need transportation or dinner reservations, and if they need to be or if they need to have more information related to the property. So we will share more details with our customers pre-arrival, and that's something that we do for all of our customers.
Can I just add to that when you meet your nomadic as well, who your guests will meet every day, it's part of the whole relaxed approach that they have at Palmyra, that the nomadic will share through WhatsApp what is available that day, what's coming up the next day, and the guests are very much encouraged to go and have a look. So go and see one of the sound baths, go and see one of the breath workshops, and see if you like the look of it, and then perhaps try it the next day. And it's that whole not having a schedule or an itinerary, which is part of the appeal of Palmyra.
Thank you, Kerry. So would you say you have set an amount of days to stay you might suggest to fully benefit from the Palmyra and the House of AIA experience?
Let's say, from commercially speaking, our average right now, it's close to 5 nights. However, we have customers, I can tell you, there are customers that it's already July and it's like the third or fourth time coming down to the property, or we'll go from customers staying from 3 nights all the way down to 14 nights, and that's something that they will do twice a year. So our average, it would be 5. That would be a good number, especially because in that amount of time you will be able to experience most of our activities. You will be able to experience all of our dining options, our culinaries, because we will have 6 dining options as well. So you will have plenty of options within the hotel. to try to see different things as well too.
And those coming further afield from the UK and Europe, around a 9-night stay is perfect, given that you've got a 10-hour flight. 7 to 9 nights is what we would look for, really.
Amazing. So we're popping here the quiz link. We see a couple of additional questions, but we are also mindful of the time passing by really, really quickly. So we will definitely list all of the questions and the additional answers in the profile of Pamaya, the House of AIA, on our website, which you will find in the follow-up tomorrow. And I wish here to thank you, our amazing panelists, for taking us to this gorgeous place today. And I have to say, I feel honored that this was the last share webinar for the summer, and we will restart the 3rd of September with, funny enough, you mentioned the burnout topic, Benjamin. We will start with a free introductory workshop on travel as burnout recovery. This is going to be probably a big topic. So please stay tuned with us. If you're not registered, if you're not a member of Share yet, take the time to submit us your request and we'll go through it and eventually send you an approval. And thank you for being here today. Thanks for your time, which means a lot to us. Have a lovely continuation of the day.